What is up, y'all, and welcome back or to the Raggedy Pack. Today we're going to be starting Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, and we're going to be watching Episode 25 or Episode 1, wherever you want to call it. Can go by both. But yeah, we're just recently coming off the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie. We watched that a few days ago, and that shit was pretty gas, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
It was so gas, it realized how much I don't fucking remember of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I had to reread the first 64 chapters of the manga. But I am fully refreshed. I know I talked to y'all a bit about some misconceptions we had, such as Geto did in fact die. Gojo did kill him the second time around. It wasn't fully apparent to us, but it raises the questions of how is he still alive? He does look a bit different. He has the scars on his head.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know. I'm wondering what's going on. I'll get to a bit later. But like, actually, I guess we can get into it now, since I think this season's going to start out with a kind of prequel or like backstory, full backstory between Gojo and Geto. We're going back into the past a bit. But yeah. I actually why do you think Geto is still alive? That's like the biggest question I have. What the fuck happened to him?
I have like some type of maybe not magic, but there's probably a better term for it, but some type of curse that's keeping him alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Could be. It could
like,
also, I mean,
like his body's possessed or something, or what?
Maybe.
Like, do you think it's...
I mean, I feel like it's still him. Yeah, I feel like it's still him, but he just... maybe it's an agreement, or... I don't know. Got to be some type of higher power.
I hope it's still him, and it's not something like that. It's like someone masquerading with his dead body. Because I think I do really like Geto. Like, he was a kind of compelling villain. Obviously, he did some terrible shit. But like, I feel like the parallels between him and Gojo are really fucking cool to see. Like one thing I am confused on, like, or like that has me questioning is like why him being kind of different is like, in the movie a year ago, we saw he was kind of allying himself with Jujutsu sorcerers. Like he was, and he had his own little like group of people. And like his whole goal was to eradicate the world of monkeys, or just people, basically just create a world normal for Jujutsu sorcerers. But now he's allying himself with curses in their whole like gang of people. We had Volcano Man, the Tree Man, and then the Skin Man. Those are the best names I have. I think because I don't fully remember their names, despite just reading through. I know Skin Man's like Mahito or something. But yeah, because yeah, I really want to know what's going on. What the fuck is going on with Geto?
I think he has the power to take these like cursed spirits from people. So like, maybe he has the power to take life from them as well, and that's how he like clung on to like the life essence of some cursed spirit to give him or immortality, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I there's definitely something more to his power, because we didn't really get a big explanation on what he really can do.
Yeah,
because
it's just crazy.
Yeah, we could have only seen like the yin to the yang. You know, like he can take power from people. Can he do anything else though?
We know he can combine it. Like he made a fucking Nova Blast.
he did. So, and he could just make them appear too. Yeah.
So
that was crazy.
There's definitely more. It's just like right now, the current Geto we have, there's like a sudden change of like ambition and like, or what his goals are. But I really am looking forward to seeing more of that. But besides that, a little recap of like where we left off in season 1. We just like season 1 ended off like the cursed painting, death painting arc, where we had like where it was basically like little embryos of like that were part human, part like curses that were found by Mahito when I think he infiltrated like the Jujutsu like temple. So
I'm trying so hard to remember.
I don't remember that either.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It was basically the art. It was like it was a
It
few
kind
like
of fucked me up with all the like prequel shit.
yeah, but like it basically that happened. They managed to kill 2 of them. One is still alive and he's allied himself with the curses. So we still have him to watch out for. I think the biggest takeaway from that is that it established that ever since Yuji ate the finger, it started a domino effect of basically all the other fingers awakening, and then events transpiring around those other curses, finding them, ingesting them, and it was like there was like a big like focus on, because of that, people are dying, people are dying because of it. And we saw the perspective of Megumi and Nobara, like basically saying, hey, we shouldn't tell Yuji about this, he'd feel like shit, don't let him know it's kind of like it's because of him. And then we have Yuji saying he knows what's going on, and he says he tells himself he can't let Megumi know about this because it was he ate the initial finger to save Megumi. So it's like both. I love the characters because like they just like they care about each other a lot, and I fucking love it.
Mm.
I really like the character
when they start killing him.
I fucking hope.
I don't know if this is that type of show.
I mean,
I don't think it's this type. I don't think it's that type of show.
I mean, did we have? I mean, okay. I think the most fucked up thing that happened in season 1 was the one kid that like Yuji made friends with.
Yeah.
And he just got fucked by Mahito.
What was
cursed?
It was some type of animal, right? It was weird looking.
Yeah, like the guy basically, he can touch the soul of people and basically just cause them to be extremely deformed, just extreme, like
that's right.
Very body horror shit. But yeah, besides that, that's where we left off. The only other thing we do know is that like the overall goals of the curses is still to like 1, ally themselves with or get Sukuna on their side, and 2, trap Gojo because he is a fucking menace.
Yeah, too OP.
And is the main just too fucking OP. I don't know if anyone is aware of Geto still being alive. It didn't seem that way from rereading. So once that becomes apparent, I really wonder how Gojo's going to react to the person he killed, his best friend, as he said, is still alive. But yeah. Besides that, I mean, I know it's been a while for y'all, but like, since we're getting another backstory, I think we're fine. I think y'all are fine. You know all you need to know, and if I can fill you in if there's anything else you could forgot on the fly.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, are you ready to see the backstory between Geto and Gojo?
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And I'm very excited to hear the new opening and ending because they did not disappoint in season 1.
Yeah. Can't wait to see that because I have not heard it myself.
They're not going to beat the ending to season 1. I'm just going to spoil that right now. I haven't heard it.
Write that down.
No, I don't need to. I know.
All right. But before we get into it, if this is your first time around, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. It means a lot to us and it helps out the channel immensely. Consider checking out our other videos. We've done a lot of anime and Western shows. Surely there'll be something else you like. So give those a look-see. Check out our Patreon if you want exclusive content where we have full-length reactions for all our videos. You will have to supply your own footage, of course. And we have early access of select series going on right now. Both 2-week and 4-week format. Pick the option that's best for you. You can get however much you're feeling up to. Check out our socials, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Should we make a Threads? That shit's new. I heard it's ass. They don't allow nudity.
Oh no.
We're making a Threads? No Threads.
I mean, it is YouTube.
And then check out our Discord if you want to come in there and interact with us a bit more. Talk about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Talk about Gojo, Geto, all the crazy shit that happened this episode, what you're looking forward to, and all that good shit. No spoilers, please. We are not caught up, where we are anime only from this point on. I have maybe seen like a few chapters beyond this, but that was years ago and I forgot everything. But yeah, all that being said, let's get into it.
Let's go.
All right.
What the
That's
fuck?
kind of what I was thinking. He looks.
I got questions.
Yeah.
Is that
There's a lot
what's
to take in.
Megumi's last name?
Megumi Fushiguro.
Okay.
Wow.
We never, I mean, okay. I wonder where we have, this is the first time we've seen his dad.
Yep.
So, oh man, considering this is like, I don't know, like how long do you, how fucking old is Gojo? That's the first question.
I don't think he's that old. I feel like he, like in season 1, is late 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, this is like what, 10 years ago then?
Probably. Maybe they're teenagers around like 18-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I guess it lines up because like, if we got Windows XP, if we assume like present time is like kind of close to ours, we taking the Windows XP into account, I guess 10 years lines up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Interesting.
feel like that's a safe bet.
Okay.
So there's an Orochimaru that's a good guy.
Yeah, so Tengen was like mentioned throughout the events of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he was basically in charge of like guarding the fingers, because like they had 6 at the school amongst other things, but like that was when the context of what she was mentioned in, but they managed to get the fingers anyway.
Yeah.
The way they said it, like they described him as being immortal, which they kind of stated again here, but they were like basically saying how like despite being immortal, he doesn't get involved at all. He's just like he's just on some other level of shit, which
omnipresent force.
Yeah. So that's crazy. And like I guess he just it's kind of fucked up. He just takes over someone's body every like 500 years.
Yeah.
Do you think he took over Geto's body, and that's how he's still alive?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I don't know.
Geto gets corrupted because he wants to be immortal, so that's why he turns to the dark side.
Maybe.
So I think, I mean, it's at least from what they mentioned, like Tengen is kind of still allied with the Jujutsu sorcerers. So I don't know. I mean, I see like I can kind of see it, like maybe if you like assume, like, because maybe something happens to this girl and like he's running out of time, he needs to like take over body, and then boom, Geto happens to be a nice fresh body.
Yeah.
So, but that would be because it was Geto at that point that gave him the intel about where the fingers are located, and he said it's guarded by some guy named Tengen. So I don't know. Man, it'd be fucking. I don't know if I like that or not, because I still want it to be Geto and not like someone puppeteering his body.
Right. My thing is how powerful are these villains going to have to get to even touch the good guys in this show?
I mean,
we've just been introduced to God, basically, and God is on the high school side.
Yeah, and I feel like Geto's he's not that far off either.
Yeah,
he's not as strong as Gojo, but like he's still pretty fucking crazy. But it's going to be interesting. Like we know how strong Gojo is. I'm
assuming Tengen is even stronger.
I don't know.
He's like an omnipresent force.
Yeah. He's immortal, but I don't know if that translates to him being strong. I think that's that was also mentioned. But yeah, it's really interesting to see familiar faces 10 years ago, because we got May was like, we saw, I think most recently we've seen her in not chronologically, but we saw her in the movie. She was the lady with the She had the front and back braid, and she had the battle axe. Remember her?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
vaguely I do.
Utahime, I think she is like the teacher for the Kyoto students. I think kind of like how Gojo
Okay.
is for the Tokyo ones.
That's
think.
cool.
So we're seeing a lot of people who like just 10 years ago. Were you gonna say something, Corey? Or
I was gonna say, so like during that exam or whatever, when they were competing in the forest, we probably saw her right there in season 1.
yeah,
I just
it was
don't.
throughout that
I
period.
didn't
of time.
exactly
I know
remember.
Yeah, this is all just fresh in my mind since I recently reread through it. But yeah. Besides that, the only one like I guess like I'm wondering what the fuck happens is Shoko, because we've seen her in the flashbacks. We see her now, and we haven't seen her in present time. So that leads me to think something happened to her.
Yeah.
And maybe that causes a rift between
Maybe.
Geto and Gojo.
I won't say who, but that reminds me of like the relationship between two characters in Naruto.
Yeah. Don't say who. Yeah, I immediately thought of that as well.
Yeah. So
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know.
Igley don't know.
I think I know, but like
You don't.
It's been a while.
You don't know.
I'm not gonna mention it right now because I don't want to make more work for myself editing. But I'll ask in after
You have
this
never
recording.
finished Shippuden, right?
We'll continue this conversation later. But besides that, some other shit is like we got 2 other fucking sorcerer groups, the Q group, and like then people who are just like view Tengen as a god. Which
God,
I mean,
yeah.
if he's immortal,
We
I
haven't
can
seen them
understand
yet,
why.
right? Just their
we haven't
symbol?
seen the. Yeah, they've just been
Yeah.
referenced. The Q
I'm
group.
curious.
I'll be honest, they could look kind of fucking dorky with their fits. I mean, I don't know.
It's
They feel
supposed to be like a
Kinda like
I don't want to
military
say because I don't want to get
uniforms.
banned on YouTube or whatever.
I know what
Yeah.
you're know what you
Yeah.
mean.
But they have them in that's kind of like a popular way to portray bad guys in anime. I'm finding out because Bleach is the same way right now with the Quincy's.
Okay, Q as well.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
That's yeah.
Q is a letter
Coincidence.
in the alphabet.
Yeah, you had a 1 out of 25 chance of just picking the same fucking letter.
26.
26, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you're right.
Z's not a letter.
Yeah. Z's. I mean, Z's a pretty fucking cool letter. But I'm flipping through because like I feel like there's a lot of dialogue I missed because I was just kind of like in awe
Of how it was
the
shot.
animation.
Dude,
Yeah.
same. Can we talk about that? Oh
Yeah,
my
like-
god.
Got to give this show
The
its,
way that they shot
props.
this first episode, at least, is probably one of my favorite. Like, honestly, in terms of creativity, it is the top. In terms of like angles they shot it from, or drew it from, I should say, and like
Mhm.
creative, like vision. Like, it's the most creative I've ever seen in terms of anime. The animation style, obviously, you're not beating Ufotable, but
Yeah.
I still love this. And I would actually tip this higher on the scale because of how creative it's shot than something like the fantastic animation quality of Demon Slayer.
Yeah. So I guess like I can kind of agree with that. Yeah.
Because
Then
it
again,
doesn't
I-
look bad. This is
I-
it's really well animated, and it has its own style too. Everything's
Yeah.
kind of grungy, but still looks modern. That VHS effect, that is the coolest shit I've ever seen in anime. It made it feel like it was not anime.
Honestly, like
It
Yeah.
made a lot of they're gonna pick up if like a non-Western person, or sorry, if a Western person who doesn't watch anime watches that, and sees that VHS stuff and how they're shooting stuff, they're gonna be like, this is shot like live action. I think you said that. One of you guys said that.
Yeah, it just
That's
like because
really smart of them because it's a popular series.
there is a lot of rotoscoping as well, like for how characters were animated. Which honestly, I'm a fan of it. I like it.
Do you think Gojo and Geto walking was rotoscope? Because
that was
how
hilarious.
do you even animate that?
Because like, yeah, I don't know, maybe because it was pretty fucking super exaggerated. Like between Gojo's side to side lean and Geto's just hunched over walk.
Yeah,
they are not normal.
I love that they're willing to take risks like that, just throwing it. Hey, let's just make it look like they're walking in some distorted dimension just for B-roll.
The floor was just fucking uneven as well, which is weird.
Yeah, I love that. That's like that's so cool. That's how you make masterpieces, man.
Yeah,
you gotta take risks.
It
like
stands
that.
out. It's unique.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the girl the groups are after right now? Because she's supposed to be delivered to Tengen.
I don't remember.
They called her like the
Plasma
Star Vessel.
Star Vessel.
Yeah,
but I don't know
the
her
Star
name.
Vessel is durable as hell. Because
what?
her room got
you're right.
blown up and she got sent through the wall and went flying, and I didn't even see a scratch on her.
That's why Tengen, like, it needs to be durable, I guess.
Yeah.
He really is Orochimaru.
Only the best bodies.
The perfect vessel.
The perfect body.
I mean, like, the way,
Sasuke.
I didn't know about, like, the fact that he switches bodies. The way they kind of set that up, it makes me feel like he's evil, but, like, if he's aligned with the Jujutsu sorcerers, I don't know. We just don't know enough about the dude.
He could just do the old switcheroo. I don't know how many years he's been doing. They might have said it. I don't know how many years he's been, like, taking new vessels. But it could be the old switcheroo and he becomes the bad guy and, like you said, takes over Geto's body or something, and that's not actually Geto in the season 1 or the movie. But I'd like to think it is. I'm kind of with you on that. I don't want him to be a different person. Like, that's just a vessel. But right as I said, yeah, this character who's omnipotent just is looking for a vessel, and we were just talking about that. Like, maybe that's not even him. Like, okay, that's kind of fitting.
Yeah,
everything you said.
Yeah, I think one thing I want to come back to is like the scene in the gym where Geto and Gojo are talking. It almost like felt like their ideologies were like flipped from what we've seen in a more present time. Because Geto was saying like Jujutsu exists to protect non-Jujutsu sorcerers, and like the strong protect the weak. But Gojo's saying like he doesn't really care about that. It's like he's saying it's like the weak assigning reasons of responsibility to the strong is what the weak do. But like that's completely from what we've seen like in the movie. It's very like
180.
Geto is very much against the weak, and he views only the strong survive. Whereas Gojo, I mean, Gojo is, I feel like maybe not too different, but he just seems like he has like his own morals, I guess, and it seems like he's very cold to majority of people who kind of get in his way or like kind of cross his boundaries, but like his students and stuff, like, or just people he cares about, like he's extremely warm to them, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know like how he feels about like general populace as a whole. I don't know if that's ever been like said for his perspective on that, but it's interesting to see their dynamic.
Well, he doesn't call normal people monkeys for a start, which is always good.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that it's the Geto's different, that he's calling people monkeys.
Well, like I feel like
he's the Tengen guy.
Well, Geto, I don't think he was different at that point. It was like after the events of the movie, he's different.
Yeah,
in some
you're
way.
Right.
I wanted to see
saying something, Corey?
Someone during that gym scene get posterized.
Yeah, they're just
Would've been
taking long
good.
threes.
But also,
I honestly thought-
Geto missed his 3, and Gojo like made it go around the world 7 times, fly up in the air, and then swish. So
He 100% cheated on that shot. He like controlled time or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Warped
Infinity.
it.
moved the ball.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I was kind of hoping the same thing. It was just like they're just gonna talk about ideals, and they're just gonna like it was just gonna be a 1v1 basketball game between them. That feels
Yeah.
like that feels very in theme for the show, because like they had a fucking baseball episode in the first season.
I forgot about that.
But
Mm.
yeah, like I think I've seen like well, like that, at least like what arcs are supposed to be covered in like what a series of episodes. And do you want me to tell you?
I'm fine with
Because
it.
I think it's like been so
Yeah.
like this whole flashback arc, or backstory arc, is supposed to be 5 episodes, and then like the next arc is going to be the rest of the season.
And how long
Okay,
is the
interesting.
entire season?
I think it was originally 24, but it's now set it to be 23 episodes.
Okay, that's cool.
So 5 episodes for a
Probably
backstory,
another
then
movie after it.
18 episodes for this next arc, which is, I mean, pretty lengthy, I guess. Considering there was like 3 arcs in the first season, at least. But yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, yeah. I feel like I just really want to know what happens. What the point of breakage is that causes Geto to go a separate way.
Yep.
And it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Besides that, I feel like we're gonna have like cool fights, but like, of course, like we know
Mm-hmm.
Gojo's a fucking god, so we know how it's gonna
Yeah.
go down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait.
Me either.
It's we have 6 months of Jujutsu Kaisen ahead of us. It's gonna
Let's
be a treat.
go. That's actually so hype.
Yeah,
If it's anything like that first episode, I'm in all the way. I don't care if it sucks. I would just love looking at it for 24 minutes.
yeah, I feel that. Any final words from you boys?
I'm good.
All right. Then I guess I'll sign us off. If you like this episode, if you like our reaction, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. It means a lot to us personally, and it helps out the channel immensely. Consider checking out our other videos, especially if you're new. We got a lot of content on the channel for you. If you want more beyond what's just on the channel, we got a nice little Patreon for you, where you can get full-length reactions for all our videos, or early access of select series going on right now. Both 2-week and 4-week. Pick the option you feel is best for you. And then, yeah, check out our Discord as well. Come there, talk to us. And lastly, our socials, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. If you're active on those platforms, give those a follow and you'll see our little shorts we post on there on a weekly basis. All that being said, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
See you next time.
See ya.